Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind. And it's the notion that people who correct their dogs in public are somehow monsters who gain satisfaction on inflicting harm on the animal and are just cruel for the sake of it. And I wanted to push up against that notion and argue that that's complete fucking bullshit. What people don't understand is when I correct my dog in public for acting like a dick towards another dog or towards a person or towards a bike or whatever, I'm not doing it for me. If I didn't give a fuck about I'm doing it for the well-being of the animal. I'm doing it so my dog can live a normal life. I'm doing it so I can take her off leash every day and play with her until she tuckers herself out and then bring her back in. Do you think there's any joy giving a heavy correction with a prong collar in public when your dog acts like an ass or is doing something dangerous and destructive? Do you think that I'm like, I'm just an evil man who gains satisfaction out of hurting a dog? It's like, of course not. I don't enjoy this. I don't like doing this. And to be honest, it would be emotionally, I would be much better off if I just kept my dog on a 6-foot tether and muzzled her entire life. But here's the thing. My dog would not be better off. My dog is a working line German Shepherd. She needs to be worked. She needs time to run off leash every single day. Okay? And today I got a taste of what it would be like if I had a dog that was much more easy to deal with. One of my mom's neighbors has a Jack Russell, and I took him for a walk and I played ball with him and was doing stuff with him and having a good time. He was just a very easy dog. See, a lot of people have this misconception and think that high drive dogs necessitate more escape avoidance training, like more corrective based training. What the positive only zealots would call punishment based training or fear based training. But the reality is it's the opposite. Think about it. If you have a dog that enjoys being an asshole this much, but enjoys play this much, so just a little bit less than being an asshole, then the corrections you're going to have to employ on the dog that has that very high drive to play is going to be far less than you have a dog that enjoys being an asshole this much and enjoys play this much. You hear some of the people who are stuck in the 1980s, the yank and crank era, and they say that like, oh, these dogs are dominant, even though true dominance in dogs is actually extremely rare. It's not that it doesn't exist, like the positive only zealots say. It's just that it's extremely rare. But anyway, these dogs are super dominant. You need to be super hard on them to keep them under control. And yes, well, with high drive dogs, there is a place for corrections, sometimes heavy corrections, depending on the context. By and large, if you have a dog with extremely high toy drive, and you're constantly turning to escape avoidance-based training, corrective-based training, whatever you want to call it, then what the fuck are you doing? Like, why aren't you taking advantage of this dog's huge drive for play? Like, this dog in question, this Jack Russell that I was walking, is actually much higher drive than my working line German Shepherd. And that's what would make the dog, if I decided to train the dog, which I'm not, much easier to train. And keep in mind, this dog is 10 years old, or maybe older, and is absolutely ravenous about ball on a rope. Like, this dog is crazy about it. And that high drive makes the dog easier to train, not more difficult. But with my working line German Shepherd, because she has middling food drive, lower toy drive, and extremely high prey drive for squirrels, chipmunks, porcupines, as I found out over $1,000 later, and such, I have to employ much more escape avoidance techniques. And it goes back to my original point. Not because I want to. I don't enjoy this. I don't like this. It's because at my current level, with what I know about dog training, at the moment, I don't see any choice. But yeah, I just wish people would understand that, like, when I correct my dog, I'm not doing it because I'm not angry with her. I'm not doing it to get some kind of sick satisfaction or anything like that. I'm doing it because I care about her. And the people watching cannot comprehend the idea that sometimes tough love is necessary. But, you know, my dog, considering her issues, is living a far better life than 99% of dogs with her issues. So, there's that. And I guess I'll just keep doing what's best for my dog. And I'll just say, fuck off to anyone who doesn't like it. Anyway, that's my ramble. Thanks for listening.